Welcome to Curly Fitness 1980 and welcome to today's video. So today, based on the title, you already know what I'm going to be talking about. And it's about my capsular contracture surgery and also my opinion in regards to the Aspen Therapy. Get this video out because I've been getting so many questions either to my email or my IG asking me opinion about my capsular contracture or the Aspen Therapy treatment. So I was like, you know what, let me just go ahead and do a video so that way for some of you guys who may have questions or answer, maybe that can help. So with that being said, once you subscribe, hit the notification box and let's jump to the video. Okay guys, so if you're new here, I had a mommy makeover after giving birth to the twins. So after but right after giving birth to the twins, I realized that my breast was the right breast was, I had a capsular contracture, and it was showing up when I went to see the doctor. He suggested that, yep, that's what I have going on. So I did the whole surgery together with the mommy makeover because I had hernia, my muscle was separated, so on and so forth. I will post some cards on this video so you guys can check my channel out. I mean, some of the video out if you're new here. So yeah, so I did that. I fixed the capsular contracture along with the mommy makeover, and obviously changed the implant to a different size, and then everything was okay. Literally 4 weeks after the mommy makeover surgery, I noticed that my the breast was tightening again, and then I was like, okay, oh my gosh, what's going on? So the capsular contracture happened again. So I went to see the doctor. He suggested for me to do some massage, very severe massage. He gives me Sinclair medication, which is it's an anti-inflammatory medication that helps people that, with asthma, but it also helps some patient that's dealing with capsular contracture. It helps. So he put me in that. Nothing happened. The breast was keep getting hard and hard and hard. So finally he suggested that for me to do a second surgery, which so I guess that would be the first, yeah, that would have been the third surgery I just did. So he suggested for me to do the third surgery. This time he will put a drainage and to make sure that he remove all the fluid, because he believed that that could have something to do with it. So sure enough, when I did the third surgery, he put the drainage on the side, keep it in there, I think for like a week. And when I went and removed the drainage, everything was okay. And then sure enough, after 4 weeks, the capsular contracture starting to, I feel my breast was tightening and tightening and tightening. And sure enough, the capsular contracture happened again. So then at that time I was so devastated. I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. So I started with doing some research, and I come across Aspen Therapy, and I read about it. And when I went back to see my doctor, he said that he heard a few patients, got good result from doing it. So he suggested that for me to give it a try. So I agree, and I went and see. But first, let me let you guys know. So as of right now, this is how my breast looks like. So as you can see, I did the third surgery to fix the capsule was in November of last year. So November, now we in June. I am right now 6 months post the capsular contracture surgery. So as you can see, this breast is really hard, and that one, you can see when I touch it, it's almost like my body is very soft, so which is what they both should looks like. But when you look at me, like if I have clothes on, if you follow me in some of my social media, when I have picture, you can't really see that. But the only problem is though, it's really uncomfortable, it's tightening, it's hard, certain clothes I can't wear, and so on and so forth. So it gets to be a little bit very uncomfortable. Like I was out for my birthday today. Today was my birthday, June 3rd. So like literally when I got home, the tightening was unbearable. So I was like, oh my God. So this is where I'm at as far as my breast. So now let me go ahead and give you guys my opinion about the Aspen Therapy. So when I went to talk to Tim, I think he's the owner, I did a lot of research. It wasn't so much about Aspen Therapy on the internet. There was a few on self.com, a few, like I think in New Jersey there's another place that does it. So it wasn't a lot around. So sure enough, I did that. I went to see him, and then he told me that but first, when you go over there, they did a first treatment to see if you are the perfect candidate for the treatment. So when I went there, it was around like December. So when I went there, and then I did the treatment, which was I think $100 and some for them to do the first, to try to like see if you're a perfect candidate for the treatment. So he did that. They did the treatment where they put the machine, and then after they did the massage the breast. So sure enough, the breast got a lot of instantly the breast got softer. And then he came in and talked to me, and my husband was there at that time. He says, I am a perfect candidate for the treatment. And I asked him, I said, what are the rate? He said they have about 90% rate for the breast to be a lot softer. So I was like, oh wow, that's awesome. So I will definitely keep that in mind. So of course I went in and talked to my husband, which he was not really like a big fan of me doing this, because it's like, there's no guarantee this is gonna work, and plus you don't get your money back. And of course, me being me, I was like, no, I want to do it, and then my husband will do anything for me. So he's like, okay, fine. So I started the treatment in January. So I think it was like 10 sessions. So I think it takes me the whole month, because I was going once a week. And then you have to do a lot of homework while you're doing the treatment. So when you do the treatment, you have to keep your breast wrap. Sorry, let me grab this. So you have to keep your breast wrap in this, for like, the only time you take it off is when you're taking a shower. So 22 hours a day, or if I'm going to work out, I'll take it off when I get home. I will take a shower and then wrap it right back. Now, I have to say one thing I noticed, because if you guys watch if you're new here, I will put some cards so you guys can watch my breast capsular contractor surgery update. My breast was high, way up here, like it was really high. What I can say though, the treatment did help the breast to, yeah, I feel like the treatment helped the breast drop a little, but it doesn't change anything than when I first started. So it's still really hard and everything. So sure enough, I did the treatment for a month, and then you have to do a 30 days by yourself at home. And I was very faithful to this treatment. You gotta stay, you gotta do some stretching, you gotta lay on your stomach, put your boobs in a book for like 10, 15, I mean, whatever it is. That I did everything, and it was a lot of work, but I did it. Then I had to go back after the 30 days to follow up. So it was a total 2 months altogether. So in March, I went back for my 30 days follow up after the 30 days of doing the homework at home. And then Tim looked at me, he's like, well, the breast did drop, which I agree. And he says that, but remember, we told you that there's a possibility it may work or it may not work. But well, that's not what he told me in the beginning. He says that they have a high, 90% rate, and also I was a good candidate for it. So the fact that when the whole thing didn't work, and then he's like, well, you're probably one of the 10% that it doesn't work for. I was like, okay. I mean, it was altogether, it cost me almost $2,000 for this treatment. And so because I know I talk about it and people are asking me questions about it, if you want to give it a try, it's up to you. Because I'm not going to tell you yes, I'm not going to tell you no, because everybody learned from their own experience. It didn't work for me, but maybe it will work for you. Because only if I knew that wrapping this thing around my breast, keep it for like 22 hours a day, and then lay on the book for 10 minutes, stretch, maybe I would just say, let me do it at home before I went in there. But then again, they use a machine that actually helped to soften the breast. But regardless, $2,000 and there's no money back. It's something you might want to think about, because when you go over there, they don't tell you that you're not going to see result. There's no such things. It's when it doesn't work, then you're like, oh, okay, you're one of the 10%. So I wish that, would I refer you guys over there? I don't know, because the customer service is great. I think that I was working with Dana and another young lady. I think that they're amazing at what they do. But by the end of the day, I just threw $2,000 away. And would I, if I knew, I wouldn't, I would not go and spend that money if I know that I was not going to get any help with my breast. So I really wanted to do this video just because I know that I haven't done any update about my breast and also about the Aspen Therapy treatment. So yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. I can't, if you, one thing I'm gonna say though, if you are struggling with capsular contracture, you might want to check a first. I did have a second opinion with a second doctor. Dr. Ortega is my doctor. I love him. What's going on with me has nothing to do with him per se, because it's my body that's rejecting the implant, and that happens. So, but I did went to follow up with another doctor. He think that, number one, maybe I went too big, because sometimes with my body type, maybe going too big sometimes could cause capsular contracture. I don't know. And he also suggested that for me to think really hard what I want to do, because just remove the implant and just leave my breast alone. And he says that for me to be prepared mentally for saggy breasts, because I have implant for almost 13 years now. So dealing with the capsular contracture, remove it, my breast will never look the same. So I need to be prepared for that. So next year I have a decision to make, because right now I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna write it out and see how long I cannot stand it anymore, and then make that decision when the time comes. I will definitely share with you guys, but definitely removal, it has to be removed, and let my breast healed for maybe 6 to a year. And then maybe based on how he thinks my breast is healing, maybe he will suggest it for me to put a smaller implant in there, or just leave it like that. So honestly, I don't know what my decision is gonna be during that time. But yeah, so I wanted to really do this video, and it's gonna be a little bit long, but I wanted to make it very informative for you guys out there who's dealing with any capsular contracture. Listen to your doctor, do your research. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I know people that went to 5, 6 surgery before they finally get a break. I'm not going through all that. So yeah, I really wanted to talk to you guys about this breast update. If you guys have any question, please let me know. And again, as far as Aspen Therapy, if you wanna, I just wish they would at least do it where if the results are good, you don't get your money, but at least it wasn't so expensive, or at least some kind of guarantee or some kind of money back. I mean, you just, if it doesn't work for you, you're just gonna end up losing $2,000. So and it's something to think about. So maybe see if there's any other research out there that talks about it, or any other, if there is any other YouTuber that's been through Aspen Therapy, maybe you guys can reach out to them. But it didn't work for me, and I don't want to come out here and say it works, but because it didn't work for me, as you can see, I still have the capsular contracture going on. Oh, and one of the things that he says to me is that, well, you're gonna have to do another surgery. Well, duh. Or don't waste your time taking vitamin E. Duh. I mean, these are all the things that I already knew it was gonna be. It was gonna be anyway, because if the treatment doesn't work, I'm gonna have to do another surgery to try to either A, fix it, B, remove the implant and call it a day. So yeah, I really wanted to do this video. I know the video is long, but I wanted to follow up with both everything that I'm going through right now. If you guys have any question, again, I hope this explained everything. But on that note, guys, please be you, be fit, be blessed. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.